right, how about some good news? We're kicking off the week with several countries beginning to ease coronavirus lockdown restrictions as governments signal cautiously their efforts to contain COVID-19 are working. Australia reopening 3 Sydney beaches for exercise. Physical distancing rules are still in place. The city's most iconic beach, though, Bondi, remains closed. Over the past week, Australia reporting an average of only 37 new cases each day. In Germany, after a month-long lockdown, smaller shops are reopening. Face masks are required in some states. Early and extensive testing here credited in part for keeping fatalities down. But the country's chancellor warns it's difficult to know what the outcome of lifting restrictions will be. That's why they're moving slowly, saying a relapse would be tragic. More workers returning to offices with temperature checks at the door in South Korea, where only 13 new cases were reported Monday. It's widely believed that stringent testing and tracing has kept the country's outbreak under control. Rules are easing for religious gatherings and sports, but schools are still closed. South Korea extending its social distancing policy over the weekend for another 16 days. Signs of confidence in the Czech Republic, where some of the strictest measures in Europe were put in place last month. Now, dog groomers are getting back to work. Farmers markets also allowed to reopen, while restaurants and museums remain closed. Nursery schools reopening after a month-long shutdown in Norway, one of the first European countries to roll out physical distancing measures. Classes for older kids set to begin next week, but most people are still working from home. And large gatherings are banned until at least June 15th, even though the virus was declared under control last week. Norway confirming around 150 deaths. Looking ahead, New Zealand, home to some of the world's toughest lockdown measures, will begin easing rules starting next week. New Zealand recorded just 9 new cases Monday and no new deaths. For City News, I'm Melissa Duggan.